Flat Earth Man. Flat Earth Man. That's right. Flat power. The earth is flat. And I'm going to go check it out. I'm going to go check out this whole flat earth. I'm going to go see what it's about. I'm going to go see what it looks like for myself. I'm getting ready to take off here. I'm going to go see it for myself. See what this land looks like. Go from place to place, storing my stuff in one place. I'm going to store my stuff in one place, bury it in certain places, and move from site to site, and then go back and be able to backtrack to have stuff back. So if I lose all my stuff in one section, I can go back to the last place I was at and still have some survival supplies to last me. So always do that when you're traveling. When you're traveling, I'm thinking of ways to survive out there. And one of the things I'm going to do is just bury things and take things with me that I need and want. I've been taking my guitar and my amp with me. I'm going to take that fucking thing with me and play and see who wants to give me donations along the way. I'll just set a little bucket out and people can I'll say need help, and I put that guitar out and people will just help me out, and they'll love to hear that guitar. You know what I mean? That amp sounds so neat. All I have to do is hook that thing up and it'll be like magic everywhere I go. I can plug it in and people will be like, oh my God. See, we don't get to hear no music. You don't get to hear anything like this. You have to pay to hear a band, and then that band is controlled by the Illuminati. Everywhere you go, your bands and Hellfest and all these festivals, Ozfest and everything, it's all controlled by the Illuminati. You know what I mean? They control all of the music and everything, the whole industry. That's why you see Def Leppard going like this. Joe Elliott on Def Leppard, the lead singer of Joe Elliott. Why is he going like this on the cover of a magazine? It's because they control the whole fucking music industry. You know, so to hear music, you got to pay for it, or you're gonna have to hear it underground, and it's just really a lost art. You know what I mean? It's like it's a lost art. Music is an art that we have to create from our hearts and our souls, and do it basically for free. Okay, like you unless you want to sell out, unless you want to sell out to the Illuminati, and like Kiss did with Gene Simmons. You know, Gene Simmons and Kiss and Rod Stewart and all them. They said that to go to their concert, you have to wear a mask and get vaccinated and the booster shot, or you're not allowed at their concert or their parties or anything. You know, that's somebody who, in Kiss, Gene Simmons said that to learn how to breathe fire, he had to do a sacred hidden ritual to learn that, a sacred occult hidden ritual that he was taught that by other people he had to learn that. So he's a Freemason, so all music is controlled by them, but to hear what I'm playing right there, that's raw, that's real music. I know it's kind of hard to hear. I wish you could hear my amp up without the distortion or whatever the heck is on this thing that gets in the way of it, because it sounds so beautiful. And I'm going to take that thing everywhere I go, as long as I can, until they take it from me. I have headphones too, but I'm taking everything with me that I can. I'm going to make this a fucking world flat smacking tour wherever I go. I'm going to go from site to site, and people are going to help me out, and I'm going to spread the truth and enjoy myself along the way and see the sights, everything that's out there that I can get that's good, that's going to help me and nourish me and show me adventure and excitement. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take it. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to, and one day is going to be different than the next, but I know basically what I need to do to be happy in this world. And you got to chase that, because it's not here. It's definitely not sitting here in this apartment or working for the system and working for people and listening to all the bullshit that people have to say all day long. Yap, 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 yap in your ear, and all the busyness, They keep you busy, don't they? With business, the word business means busyness. You're busy. Be with busyness. I don't want to be busy. I don't need to be busy. I don't like business. I'm tired of it. Before I even ever started working, I didn't want to do it. I was like, someone offered me $100,000 a year to work 6 days a week. One time I had a job offer with a suit and tie. Guy came in there and I said, I can do anything you need. I'm ready to start now. And they said, well, can you work weekends? We'll give you $100,000. I'm not kidding. When I graduated healed, I came in there with a suit and tie. They loved my appearance and the way I was so confident and everything. But they said, can you work Saturdays? And I said, that meant 6 days a week, get one day off. And I was like, that's all right. I'm not going to do it. Not even for $100,000 a year. Okay. This was like 20 years ago. Okay. I don't sell out for money. I never did even back then. And this working that we're doing here is total slavery. And now I'm feeling it. And I'm not liking life anymore. I'm not happy. It's like, and I have to do something about it. And the last 7 years that I worked was for this right here to happen. The New World Order. I knew the New World Order was going to come. And I said, so I warned everybody about it. And look, and then we had to wear masks since the last time I told everybody on my videos. Look, we've had to wear masks since then. We've had vaccinations. All kinds of shit went down since I've started YouTube here. You've seen it all happen before your very eyes. All of you. It's all because of flat earth and people like me pushing truth out there. You know what I mean? Because I'm tilting the scales in our favor for the truth and to have freedom someday for all of you. That's what I'm fighting for. I used to be in the military. I used to be in the Navy. I was in the Navy on a destroyer. Okay, I signed up for that shit. Okay, to fight for you. Okay, that's what I did. Okay, now I'm out here fighting for you now against tyranny. Okay, but I'm still putting my ass on the line for you. Okay, this is what I signed up for, man. And I knew in the military that they were bullshitting me too. That's why I got all kinds of trouble in there. They got more trouble than anybody because I told them, I said, there's no war. You guys are lying. It's a fake bullshit. And they pulled me to the side one time and told me I was right. The warrant officer and everything, he said, you're right, man. There is nothing going on here, man. And he told me, he said, there's a bunch of elites that run this world. He said, I'm going to take you to the side and tell you something. He goes, looks like you know more than any of these people here. You know what I mean? He says, I'm going to tell you something here, man. He goes, there's about 10,000 people that run this world. And he said, I call them the pact. And he said, they run everything. About 10,000 people. And he said, you go get back in that line they had at. And I said, yes, sir. And he said, but he says, I picked you out of the crowd because he says, I could tell that you know more than anybody in this room. This is when I was in the brig in the Navy, when I was getting out of the Navy. He pulled me out of a whole crowd of people there. And he said, I pulled you out of there because I can tell that you know something that none of these other people know. I go, oh, really, huh? And he goes, yeah, I can tell by the look in your eye. He goes, so I'm going to tell you something. Can you believe that he told me that? Yeah, that happens to me everywhere I go. But he did say that to me. And he was a bad motherfucker, man. He was a bad chief officer. And he pulled me out of there and he goes, yeah, I had a country accent, muscular, good-looking, skinny guy, and he's like, you listen to me, man, come over here, I'm going to tell you something. I can tell that you know more than all these rest of these people over here, and he says, there's about 10,000 people that run this world. And he said, I call them the pact. I call them the pact. He said, now go get back on that line over there, and I was like, yes, sir, you know what I mean? And you know what? He's fucking right. That man's right, and I'm out here fighting the pact right now. This is bullshit, man. And this goes out to the pact, too. Shame on you. You know what I mean? This tyranny and this, even the military was a bunch of bullshit. Everything we're doing is bullshit. We all signed, even they told me in the military, he told me it's a bunch of bullshit. So this whole world's a bunch of bullshit. We're pulling your card, man. I want to have some fun and real freedom in this world, and we're going to get it, okay? So come with me. We're going to get freedom, and then we're going to go to the North Pole. We're going to have the whole world to be free. I want the whole world to be free. And we'll go check the North Pole and everything out at our leisure. Okay, as free people, we're not going to sneak around. We don't need to sneak from anybody. We deserve to see this whole world for ourselves. We don't need to sneak around and hide from these bastards. Let's go get them. They're the ones in the wrong. Let's grab them by the scruff of the necks and throw them in their own jails. All right?